There is a storm brewing beneath the surface of your life right now, Scorpio. But do not be afraid, because this is the storm that clears the air and brings the rain to the desert of your soul. We are standing on the precipice of a massive energetic shift, a moment in time that the universe has orchestrated specifically for you. You have been carrying a heavy weight, perhaps for years, a burden of memories and emotional debts that were never yours to pay in the first place. But the stars are aligning to tell you that the debt is cleared and the cycle is closing. This video is titled Scorpio. A karmic turn is unfolding because everything you are brave enough to let go of right now is going to circle back to you, not as it was, but transformed into something magnificent, abundant, and truly worthy of your depth. Hello and welcome, my dear friends. I am Madam Tina, your spiritual companion, your friend, and an astrologer who has spent over 2 decades studying the intricate dance of the planets and how they weave the stories of our lives. I have sat with thousands of souls, reading charts and wiping away tears, and I have learned that astrology is not just about predictions, it is about understanding the architecture of your heart. I want you to stay with me until the very end of this video because we are going to unlock the specific spiritual keys you need to navigate this transition. If you leave early, you might miss the vital instruction on how to receive the blessings returning to you. We are going to talk about who really deserves a seat at your table and how to stop leaking your precious energy into voids that will never fill up. Let us begin by addressing the elephant in the room regarding your sign. The world often paints Scorpio as the sign of mystery, intensity, and sometimes even darkness. But they often miss the golden truth hidden beneath your armor. People think you are guarded because you want to be alone, or because you are calculating. But I know the truth, and I want you to feel seen right now. You are not guarded because you lack love. You are guarded because you have an ocean of love so vast and so powerful that it scares people who only know how to swim in shallow pools. You have been taught, perhaps through painful betrayals in your past, that your intensity is too much for others. Society tells you to lighten up, to let things go easily, to be casual. But casual is not in your DNA, and trying to force it is what has been draining your spirit. For a long time, you may have tried to operate like other signs, trying to be the social butterfly or the easygoing friend who ignores red flags just to keep the peace. You have tried to distribute your energy evenly, giving chances to people who did not earn them simply because you wanted to be a good person. But here is the karmic reality check. Scorpios possess a spiritual lie detector that is always on. When you try to override your intuition and let people in who do not resonate with your frequency, you do not just feel annoyed. You feel a deep, visceral exhaustion. It is a soul sickness. This happens because you are not meant to connect with everyone. You are not built for superficial networks of hundreds of acquaintances. You are built for deep, transformative, soul-binding connections with a select few who can withstand the heat of your truth. This karmic turn that is unfolding right now is asking you to stop apologizing for your standards. It is asking you to look at your circle and realize that your heart has a VIP section. And for too long, you have been letting people in with general admission tickets. There is a specific energetic signature that you require to feel safe. And until you acknowledge this, you will keep repeating the same cycles of disappointment. You have likely felt a sense of isolation recently, a feeling that no one truly understands the complexity of what you are going for. That is not a punishment. That is a clearing. The universe is removing the noise so you can hear your own inner voice again. Think about the way you love. It is not a faucet you can just turn on and off. When a Scorpio loves, it is a covenant. It is a promise that says, "I will go to the ends of the earth with you." But the problem arises when you offer this sacred covenant to people who treat relationships like a convenience store. You have been hurt not because you loved too much, but because you gave champagne to people who were only looking for water. This current astrological transit is highlighting your sector of subconscious and closure. It is bringing up old faces, old names, and old pains, not to torture you, but to ask you one final time. Are you ready to cut the cord? This is about recognizing that your specific emotional makeup requires a partner and friends who are not just nice, but who are substantial. You need substance. You need people who have their own gravity. In the next part of this journey, we are going to identify exactly what those soul signatures look like. We need to deprogram the belief that you have to settle for lukewarm connections just to avoid being lonely. Aloneness is power for a Scorpio, but the wrong company is kryptonite. You are being called to step into your power as the alchemist of the zodiac. You take the raw, heavy lead of human experience and turn it into gold, but you cannot do that if you are constantly managing the fragility of those around you. The karmic turn is essentially a mirror. It is showing you that the rejection you thought you faced was actually protection. Those doors that slammed in your face, they were protecting you from entering rooms that were too small for your spirit. Now, as we move deeper into this understanding, I want you to take a deep breath and feel the release beginning. We are going to peel back the layers of what you truly need, beyond the superficial list of traits, down to the bone-deep spiritual requirements for anyone who wants to walk this path with you. It is time to stop shrinking to fit places you have outgrown. As we dive deeper into the essence of your soul, we must talk about the first type of energy that you are karmically destined to connect with. This is not about finding someone who is perfect. In fact, perfection is boring to a Scorpio. You are the sign of death and rebirth, of the messy, beautiful cycle of life. Therefore, the first type of person who can truly hold your heart is someone who has made peace with their own shadows. You cannot be with someone who is pretending to be a saint. You need the raw, unfiltered humanity of a person. You connect best with those who are not afraid to say, "I have scars, I have made mistakes, and I am still healing." When someone presents a polished plastic facade to you, your spirit recoils because you know it is a lie. You crave the person who puts their imperfections on the table and says, "This is who I am." This is crucial because you, my dear Scorpio, often carry a heavy backpack of your own secrets and fears. You are constantly analyzing your own psyche, diving into the depths of your own subconscious. If you are with someone who lives entirely on the surface, someone who fears looking in the mirror, you will feel suffocated. You need a partner or a friend who acts as a safe harbor for your darkness. You need to know that if you show them your jealous side, your fearful side, or your obsessive side, they won't run away screaming. They will stand their ground, look you in the eye, and say, "I see you, and I am not going anywhere." This acceptance is the oxygen your relationship needs to survive. Without it, you are constantly holding your breath, hiding your true self, and that is a recipe for the resentment that has poisoned your past connections. Moving to the second vital connection, we must discuss the need for absolute, unwavering transparency. There is a myth that Scorpios are secretive, and while you do keep your cards close to your chest, you value truth above almost everything else. You are the detective of the zodiac. You can smell a lie from a mile away. Nothing insults your intelligence more than someone trying to manipulate your perception of reality. The people you are meant to keep in your life during this karmic turn are those who offer you the truth, even when it is ugly, even when it hurts. There is a profound spiritual intimacy in the truth. When someone tells you something difficult, rather than hiding it to protect you, they are showing respect for your strength. They are acknowledging that you are strong enough to handle reality. You flourish in relationships where there are no hidden agendas. You need to know the passcode to their soul. If you sense a wall, your instinct is to break it down or walk away. The people returning to you or appearing for the first time in this new cycle will be those who have nothing to hide. They are open books, not because they are simple, but because they have nothing to fear from your gaze. This transparency allows your nervous system to finally relax. You don't have to play detective, you can just be a partner. Consider the energy of your ruling planets, Mars and Pluto. Mars brings the drive and the passion, but Pluto brings the desire for transformation. This means you are constantly evolving. You shed skins like a snake. The third type of connection you need is someone who does not try to freeze you in time. We all have people in our lives who say, "You've changed," as if it were an accusation. For a Scorpio, staying the same is a form of death. You need people who applaud your metamorphosis. You need a companion who understands that the person you were in October is not the same person you will be in November. They must understand that you go through periods of withdrawal. There are days when you need to retreat into your cave to process your emotions, to recharge your spiritual batteries. A person who takes this personally, who thinks your silence is about them, will drain you. The right person for you understands that your silence is sacred. They hand you a cup of tea and leave you alone, knowing you will return when you are ready. They respect your need for solitude without making you feel guilty about it. This lack of guilt is the key. You have spent too much time feeling guilty for your nature. The karmic turn is releasing that guilt and bringing in people who view your intensity and your need for solitude as assets, not liabilities. We are talking about a level of emotional safety that you may have never experienced before. It is the safety of being with someone who understands that your love is a high-voltage wire. Most people can only handle a 110-volt outlet, but you are running on industrial power. The ones who are coming into your life now are equipped with the right transformers to handle your energy. They won't burn out, they won't short-circuit, they will light up. Before we continue to the next block, I want to take a small moment just between us. If you are feeling a resonance in your chest, if these words are speaking to the silent battles you have fought for years, I invite you to join our family here. Please click that subscribe button. Not just to boost a number, but to signal to the universe that you are ready for more of this truth. And leave a comment below. Tell me, I am ready to be seen. I read your comments, I feel your energy, and it brings me such joy to know we are walking this path together. Your interaction is what keeps this circle of light growing, and I am so grateful for your presence here. Now that we have established the foundation of truth and acceptance, we must go deeper into the rarest and most potent connection for a Scorpio. The connection of equal intensity. This is often the hardest hurdle for you to clear. You are accustomed to being the one who loves harder, the one who cares more, the one who remembers the anniversaries and the small details. You are used to being the emotional anchor, but this karmic turn is correcting that imbalance. You are moving toward a vibration where you attract people who match your effort. Imagine a relationship where you do not have to guess where you stand. Imagine a connection where the loyalty you give is returned to you in equal measure. Loyalty for a Scorpio is not just a social contract, it is a blood oath. When you are loyal to someone, you will defend them against the world. But often, you have found yourself defending people who would not stand up for you in a gentle breeze. That ends now. The universe is removing the parasites and bringing in the warriors. You need a partner who is your ride or die. Someone who understands that when you commit, you are all in. This doesn't mean obsession, it means dedication. It means someone who values the relationship as a sacred third entity that needs to be protected and nurtured. This brings us to the core of the title. What you release now returns transformed. What exactly are you releasing? You are releasing the need to control the outcome. As a fixed water sign, you have a tendency to hold on tightly because you fear that if you let go, everything will fall apart. You fear betrayal so deeply that you try to anticipate every possible scenario to prevent it. But this control is an illusion, and it is exhausting you. The spiritual law unfolding for you is the law of surrender. This does not mean giving up. It means trusting that what is truly yours cannot be taken away. When you release the grip on a person who is pulling away, or a job that drains you, or a past hurt that defines you, you create a vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum, and spirit will rush in to fill it. But here is the magic. The energy you reclaim by letting go of the wrong things comes back to you as charisma, as magnetism, and as healing power. The love you poured into a black hole is returning to you, but this time it is directed at yourself. And when a Scorpio truly loves themselves, they become irresistible. You are also releasing the narrative of the victim. Scorpios can sometimes get stuck in the loop of past wrongs, replaying the tapes of who hurt you and how. This is valid pain, but carrying it is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. The karmic turn is offering you a trade. Give up the story of your wound and receive the power of the healer. You are the sign of the phoenix. You are meant to rise from the ashes, not to live in them. The people who are coming into your life now are attracted to the phoenix, not the pile of ash. They are attracted to your resilience, your ability to survive and thrive. Let's talk about the specific quality of depth. You need people who are willing to dive into the Mariana Trench of conversation with you. Small talk is painful for you. You want to know what someone fears, what they dream of, what they think happens after we die. You need a mind that stimulates yours. The connection returning to you is intellectual and spiritual. It is someone who can sit with you under the stars and discuss the meaning of life until the sun comes up. This mental intimacy is the foreplay to emotional trust. If they cannot meet you in the mind, they cannot hold you in the heart. The transformation happening is also about your intuition. You have always had it, but you may have doubted it. Now, your inner voice is becoming a roar. You are being guided to let go of logic when it conflicts with your gut feeling. If something feels off, it is off. If someone feels right, even if it doesn't make logical sense on paper, trust it. This period is about tuning your spiritual antenna. The static is clearing. This is a time of great purging. You might look around your house and feel the need to throw things away, to declutter. Do it. This physical release is a manifestation of the spiritual work you are doing. You might find yourself wanting to change your appearance, your hair, your style. Follow those impulses. You are shedding the old skin. The you that is emerging is stronger, wiser, and softer all at the same time. You are learning that true strength is not a stone wall. It is water. Water can crash like a tsunami, but it can also nourish and flow. You are learning to flow. In this flow, you will find that the relationships that stay are the ones that are effortless. You won't have to check their phone. You won't have to wonder if they are lying. You will know, because the energy will be clear. This is the reward for all the trials you have endured. The universe is balancing the scales. You have paid your dues in tears and sleepless nights. Now comes the harvest. But you must be willing to let the dead leaves fall off the tree so the new fruit can grow. As we arrive at this final stage of our journey together, we must integrate everything we have learned into a practice of radical self-acceptance. The ultimate secret to this karmic turn is realizing that the perfect partner or the perfect friend you have been searching for is actually a reflection of your own relationship with yourself. For years, you may have projected your need for validation onto others, hoping someone would come along and tell you that you are good enough, that you are not too dark or too intense. But the transformation returns to you when you become the person you are looking for. When you, Scorpio, look in the mirror and truly love the intensity staring back at you, the world changes. When you stop judging your own emotions as too much, you stop attracting people who judge you. When you honor your own need for silence and solitude, you attract people who respect your boundaries naturally, without you having to fight for them. This is the magnetic law of the universe. You set the frequency, and the world matches it. The love you have been so desperate to give to others, give it to yourself first. Buy yourself the flowers. Take yourself to the ocean. Forgive yourself for the times you stayed too long in bad situations. You were learning. You were surviving. The energy you release, the anxiety, the control, the fear, returns to you as a profound sense of peace. Can you imagine that? A Scorpio at peace. It is a powerful image. It is not a passive peace. It is the peace of a mountain that has stood through the storm. It is a quiet confidence that says, I know who I am, and I know what I am worth. This energy is what will draw in those 5 types of people we discussed. They will be drawn to your light like moths to a flame, but this time you won't get burned, and neither will they, because the fire is controlled. It is a hearth, not a wildfire. You are entering a season of power. The planets are supporting your evolution, from the scorpion that stings out of fear to the eagle that sees the whole picture from above. From this higher perspective, you can see that every heartbreak was a lesson. Every betrayal was a redirection. You can look back at the past with gratitude instead of bitterness, because it built the magnificent soul you are today. You are releasing the victimhood and embracing the mastery. I want you to be very gentle with yourself in the coming weeks. Transformation is tiring work. It is surgery on the soul. You might feel tired. You might feel emotional. That is okay. Let the tears flow if they need to. Water is your element, and it cleanses. Do not try to rush your healing. Do not try to force the new beginnings before the endings have fully closed. Trust the timing of your life. The universe is never late. The love that is meant for you is already making its way to you. It is seeking you just as you are seeking it. Remember, the key to unlocking this new reality is authenticity. Take off the mask. You don't need it anymore. The right people want to see your face. They want to know your soul. It is safe to be you. It is safe to be powerful. It is safe to be vulnerable. You are a child of the universe, wrapped in the mystery of the cosmos, and you are exactly where you need to be. As we close this circle of energy, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending this time with me. Your presence is a gift. I would love to hear your story. Have you felt this shift? Have you been letting go of old connections? Please share with us in the comments below. Your story might be the exact medicine someone else needs to read today. We are a community of healers here, and your voice matters. And if you are feeling lost, or if you want to explore more about your spiritual path, I have selected another video that I believe will speak to your soul. It is appearing on your screen right now. Click on it, and let's keep this conversation going. Let's continue to uncover the mysteries of the stars together. Until next time, my beautiful friends, walk in your truth, trust your intuition, and know that you are loved beyond measure. Blessings to you all.